Okay guys, so I wanted to post an update. I totally, life happened today. So just an update on my earlier post, the scary post. I called the police and of course they came straight here instead of looking for him. I never received a call back from the officer, so I guess he said if I didn't hear from him, that meant that either he didn't find the person or there was no link to me in any way. Granted, who's gonna say that they have a link to someone if the cops are asking? It's just, I don't know. And most likely because he was out there when I was on the phone with the police. He was still in the same spot. I checked twice after I'd come home. So most likely he saw the police car come and he ran or left, whatever. And yeah, so I can't recall if I actually said this on the earlier post. It's been a long day and I'm really tired now. But I was actually catfished a couple weeks ago. And yes, I was very stupid, but it's a learning lesson and a big one. And so that was, I got the feeling that may have been the person. It's not like it's hard to find me. Don't try and find me, guys. I don't really want random people. I literally will chill in my house all day if I have to. But I don't like to. I mean, I like to go out and, do things, but not at the risk of mine or my children's safety. So, yeah. So, yeah, I never heard back, so I don't know. I just kind of decided I would pray and do some meditation and some Reiki to put up protection. Yeah, I mean, I talked to my best friend, and then just to kind of clear out get it out, I guess. Talked to my mom a bit, and just kind of said, well, it is what it is, and hopefully the cop coming scared him enough. You never know. Hopefully, maybe you don't know, but my intuition tells me that's who it was. Although my intuition has been a little, well, no, it was off before. Last night I got my all the rest of my Reiki attunements, so I've been detoxing and purging my emotions and whatever little bits of things are hidden in my subconscious. Gosh darn, I thought I got it all out. But you're never done healing, you guys. So this was just a little bit of a wake-up call. Wake-up call. So this is my children's art wall. Yeah. So this is the spot in the house that I allow them to put up all their work. Yeah, it is in the living room, but whatever. Everyone can see their stuff. I try to keep it to, kind of more special things, um, and rotate things out as they come in, because, especially now that my daughter's, in school and everything, um, she's bringing home stuff all the time. I have like a giant box, you guys, that I showed you in one of my other videos, um, where it was like my office area, because, my dining room table is my office. I don't know. I'm sorry, messages. Friends. Called some friends. Anyways, so funny. Posting stuff about him getting kicked in the head. Hi, Lenny. Yeah, I called you out. You'll probably never watch it, but I don't care. Anyways, yeah, so, I really focused on, like, healing, clearing whatever, was coming up today. Focused on, sending out the Reiki for protection. And, yeah, I just kind of went on with my day. As you can tell, I'm a lot, way more calm than earlier. But I wanted to post that because I wanted you guys to know that, it's okay to have those moments and days or whatever it is, just don't sit there, don't stay in that. Figure out what it is and heal it. Obviously, take the necessary, precautions for something like, what I was dealing with, because, yeah, it's scary. I don't condone any of the violence. I don't. And yeah, I'm like against the wall because it's dark. I didn't feel like turning on all the lights. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and just I was closing everything down. I was like, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Even though, hey, guess what? I only have like 2 subscribers, but you know what? That's okay. That's now, not in the future. In the future, I know there's going to be people watching this. And if not, okay. Because this is a way for me also to get out things that I'm dealing with, but mainly because I want to help others and, let other people know that it is okay. It's not okay for what happened, but it's okay to have those moments. It's okay to have those days where you just break down and you have to. Just make sure that you don't sit there in it, in the negativity, or depression or whatever it is, sadness. Sadness is something that's going to come, things in life, but just know that it's the biggest thing is time is an illusion, you guys. And so, honestly, just if you turn your mind to positivity, and focus on, moving forward, pushing through, clearing, healing, then, you are going to be living in abundance. Just like I was telling you in another video, I live in abundance in the way that my life is now, because I'm happy. And just because I'm happy does not mean that I'm not going to have those moments, those breakdowns. Obviously today was a little bit different. The 2 main instances that happened, and yeah, I didn't go into, I don't think I went into the first one. Yeah, I didn't go into the first one, when we were actually on the bus. I guess I'll go into it now. So we were on the bus, my son and I, getting on the last bus to come home, and my son's favorite seat is the very back row, middle seat. My fan's making a weird noise. And we get on, and he goes right back there, and, everyone on the bus, if there's people on the bus, they're always like, oh my gosh, hi, he's so cute, giggling and everything. So we get all the way back, and I noticed that there's a man sitting in the back row, next to the window. Nothing out of the ordinary, because there's usually people around, and sometimes people are in the back row. I mean, there's been a couple times where he didn't get a seat. I had to redirect that. That's always fun. But yeah, so he went to a seat, and the person was 2 seats over, and I sat next to him on the opposite side of where that person was, because I didn't feel like throwing all my stuff on top of somebody when there's 2 more empty seats on the other side. So that's where I sat down. And the second that I look over at my son, I realize that the guy is looking at him. Not me, my son. The guy is looking at my son. And then I noticed that he's got both of his hands down his pants. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys? Yeah. Both of his hands down his pants. So the second that we get to the next stop, which was a minute or 2 at the most, I think it was about a minute, I got us up and I moved up to the closest 2-seater I saw immediately, quickly, to get us in, and sat. And it was it was one of the long buses, so it was, halfway. Right before I don't know if you've been on a city bus, it's where the middle joint part is, where it kind of has the ability to bend a little bit more. If that makes sense. I don't even know what it's called. Junction. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask the bus driver next time. But I sat there and I just prayed that he wasn't going to move up closer to us, and that I could make it to our stop and get off and he wouldn't follow. So I sat there until our stop, and then of course the next stop I see, drunk guy just completely passed out, sunglasses down here. It was, on the bus stop bench. And we have a lot of homeless around. I know that it's rising, and that's actually, that is one of my businesses, is blessing bags, and it is to help, it's hygiene bags to help homeless. Well, that's what it's starting out as. Sorry guys, since my Reiki attunements last night, I've been super itchy, random times, just all of a sudden super itchy. I know that I'm detoxing and clearing, so I know that's just part of it. Random skin issues and stuff can be part of it, especially when you're detoxing. And I'm also doing a 7-day vegan challenge, and I'm getting ready to start the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is a detox. The only reason I didn't start today is because I realized that I didn't have a 32-ounce jug, mug, cup, whatever. The biggest one I have is 20 ounces, and I need a 32-ounce one to make the full day detox tea. So, because you drink it throughout the day, and you can only make it once. It's not like you can make 2. So, anyways, besides the point. So, anyways, I moved up, and then when we got to our stop, I went to the front of the bus to exit, which I normally go out because it's kind of silly to rush through the people coming on the bus to get off. So I usually get off in the middle, but this time I was going to talk to the bus driver. So I let him know what was going on, and I said, just to let you know, there's a man in the very back row next to the window, and he was staring at my son, not me, my son, with both of his hands down his pants. Very obviously touching himself. And the bus driver goes, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, both hands." And he was like, "Okay, I'll handle this. You get off. I'll make sure he doesn't." So I got off. Of course, what does my 2-year-old son do? He starts to run away. So I have to put the stuff down and chase him. Because I was trying to open up the stroller and the wheel locked around, so I just had to drop it. Caught him, but the bus driver made sure that the guy didn't get off and closed the doors, and even though it was, light and everything, so he closed the doors, and when the light turned, he went and gave me a thumbs up. So I was like, okay. And as I was walking, the other thing happened with the other guy. So it was already heightened. I knew that. I tried not to, take it personal. That's why when I looked the first time, the only reason I looked is my neighbor was walking by and he caught my eye. And I looked and I was like, and I did see a backpack sitting next to him. It wasn't even full. It was like half full. And when I had calmed down, after I had spoken with the police and everything, once I had calmed down, actually it was before the officer came, when my friend kind of talked me down from my freak out, because I called you guys in the middle of my freak out, or not I called you guys, I made the video for you guys in the middle of my freak out, because like I said, I wanted you to see my real raw emotions, and that's what this channel is all about, and how to push through them and how to move on with in positivity and love and light. I don't look at this as a necessarily a negative thing, even though it wasn't good. That should never happen to anyone, okay, you guys? It should never. But I don't condone it. I'm not saying that, but it was another lesson in my life. And yeah, it's probably scared me straight from, I don't know, whatever it was, my stupidity of what happened with the catfisher. And just so you guys know, when I meet people, I feel their energy. I tap into their energy. I'm not going to hide it. I'm an empath, and I am an intuitive, and I'm a Reiki energy healer. So if I meet you and I'm around you, I'm tapping into your energy. You can't hide it. I have a friend who is a sheriff, and if you're watching this, hi, I'm not going to say her name, I'm just saying. Totally on the outside. Total sheriff on the outside. I ran into him at work the other day. Because his work is where I have to go to deal with my my crap, my ex-husband crap. So, yeah, so I was there picking up paperwork and dealing with stuff, and this all said, yeah, hey, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm calm. Inside, not so much. So, yeah, guys, when I was catfished, I tapped into the person's energy. Well, the person I thought I was talking to. So they used picture, they used the person's name, and it is a real person. It's a doctor. It's a real person, and you can look it up. It's out there. It's huge. Dr. Bradley Schaefer. Yeah, Dr. Bradley Schaefer. I'm sorry, I'm putting this out there for you. I've I've messaged him too on Instagram, because he did post about it, warning people, and it's still going on. This was like like a year and a half ago that it started, and it's still going on. Poor guy. He's got to deal with people stealing his images and his story, his life story even. So anything that he posts personal on his page, even though social media guys, nothing's personal. Um, you know, he, I do, I feel sorry for him because people are stealing like all of his pictures, stealing his story, his name, the first name mainly, obviously not the last one, because they're all making different last names, adding middle names, who knows. I've already had 2 more try and contact me, and no, sorry, 3, another one today. Okay, you guys, I know the whole deal, so just know. You can look it up. It's a huge catfish scheme. And the only reason that I even talked to the person was because when I tapped into the energy, and this is actually a kudos to Dr. Bradley Schaefer. You're probably one of the most aligned people I've come in contact with. And I saw your bracelets, so I know that you actually tried to do that, so kudos. But yeah, and you're a Jimmy Buffett fan, I think. Well, at least you were singing Jimmy Buffett on one of your stories. So, sweet. Anyways, besides the point, guys. But I just had to throw that out there. Yeah, and that's the only reason I continue to talk to the person. I did speak to the person on the phone, and their accent was the accent of where they, said that they were from. Granted, yes, they use a different last name than Schaefer, but they obviously did a mix of where, Dr. Bradley's real story and their own background, because there were pictures on this catfisher's Instagram that were from childhood, and that's the other reason I had kind of connected was because he was a swimmer, whoever this person was. At least those are the pictures that he posted. I can't tell you for sure. So when I do the Reiki, I'm tapping into someone. Well, okay, I have this clock that really I just keep there to play the radio for the kids to dance to in our living room, and so because my son can push the buttons on it and change the time, so it doesn't really work as a clock. But it just showed me 1010, which is one of my angel numbers, twin flame numbers, whatever you want to say. I don't know if I even mentioned that, you guys. This year's been a crazy year for me. My birthday was in April, as is both of my kids. Yeah. And so I actually did hit my, oh my gosh, my son just, I was so tired tonight, I didn't even pick up all this stuff. He ripped one of my daughter's pictures off the wall, and I was just stepping on it, and I didn't notice. So yeah, I am all those things I said earlier. I am also a twin flame. If you guys don't know what that is, I have playlists. I have a playlist for information on twin flames. I'm still building it because as I am just building this channel, so bear with me there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm trying to figure out where in the world. I don't have my, well, I do, but it's like attached here because I was getting ready for, literally I was going to go to bed. This is what I do. I put my headset on my ponytail holder, and then, I know this is random, guys, but, and then I can, it's wrong, what's it? And then I can put them in my ears, and they're not, like, I'm not strangling myself with them, because I almost did that one night, so I put them in, because I listen to, like, Reiki music to go to bed, kind of as a sleep aid and meditation for when I'm sleeping. I listen not just to Reiki, but different things. There's a playlist on there for that too. Some of the things that I listen to, or that I like. And yeah, so I did, this is my funny thing. So I was doing that, and so I don't know where the microphone actually is on my phone, but I think I was covering it for a second, sorry. But, okay, so I'm noticing that my phone's doing some weird stuff, so that means that it's time to go. But yeah, so I'm not sure about, I have a feeling that the guy earlier just ran, but my intuition's telling me, and after my Reiki attunements, my intuition is kind of like ramped up, so, I'm going to trust that and just know that, I was an idiot for, talking to the person and, letting him know a little bit more than most people know, but honestly, it's really not hard to find me, guys. But I'm not afraid of most people, but when somebody does this at me, not okay, like I said. So I'm better now. I kind of stayed locked up in the house the rest of the day. I did go out to throw out a stinky diaper, because we don't allow them to stay in the house. So we did go out to do that. He was not there. So yeah, just gotta keep my eyes open. I won't go out at night, which I don't anyways, because I'm here with sleeping kids and can't really leave them. So, mom life. But yeah, so just move on with positivity. Don't stay in sad, negative, depressed, whatever it is, whatever that lower vibration is, because everything is vibrations and frequencies and energy and everything. And once you learn that and know that, you can use that to your advantage and just make your life better, manifest it to be better. As I say before, live your life as if live your life in abundance as it is now. I'm tired, so with that, I am gonna go because I'm exhausted. But yeah, so and also I just saw my little sign there, life is better in flip-flops or barefoot. But nowadays there's just like so much crap all over the grounds and stuff that sometimes flip-flops is necessary. So yeah, well, hopefully you've already subscribed. Hit the little bell as well so you get notifications when I post, or in the future when I do lives, because I'm kind of waiting for more subscribers, because it's a little bit more fun, I guess. And yeah, so be positive, be happy, smile. I still smile. And I did actually post something on my social media last night, because thank you, Google, an old picture from about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. It was like 3.5. We had been taking care of my grandma. I'm not sure if it was before or after she had passed. I think it was after she passed away, because my hair was shorter. Yes. So it was after she passed away. So it was about 3.5 years ago. And it popped up as a side-by-side with a picture that I took yesterday when we were coming home from the Vans US Open. And oh my gosh, you guys, I am actually, I weigh more than I did then. I'm older than I was then, obviously. I've had another kid since then, but just to look at the differences in the pictures was like, wow. Like, wow. I can't believe the difference. Actually, I can. I shouldn't say I can't believe. I can. I've done the work, guys. I've done the work. And I was looking at it, and I don't know. My eyes are, I guess they're like I guess they're light today. Yeah. So my eyes change color, like especially with my emotions. Sometimes with clothing and weather, but a lot with my emotions, and they were like a deep, dark, cloudy green, and almost into a navy blue, because I have a dark blue ring around them. This is one thing I actually do like about myself. No, I'm just kidding. I like everything about me, but oh, I'm getting there. Yeah, so they were like green with like a dark blue ring. My daughter has the same eyes. And they change color. So, and it's like a dark, it was like a dark, cloudy. No, it wasn't just dark, it was cloudy. Like my eyes were like a cloudy, dark green, almost into a navy bluish. Because that's the color they would go when they go when I'm just not in anything good, basically. I was not in a good place at that point. Not, guys. To yesterday, and now you can see the difference. But I'll figure out how to post pictures on here. I've seen other channels do it. I'm still figuring this out, guys, so sorry. But yeah, I was just amazed, the difference, even just in that. But my everything, my face, just thinner, like the smile's like an actual real happy smile, not some faked one. And oh, the makeup back then was hideous. I've done some work on it lately, or since then, I guess. Sorry. I told you I'm tired. But yeah, I was just in amazement of the difference of where I am now compared to just 3.5 years ago. I mean, shoot, compared to 6 months ago, you guys. 6 months ago, I was still just trying to, 7 months ago, whatever. Yeah. Just really trying to get out of the terrible mindset. And I will go into more about my background story on another post. I have a couple things to kind of tie up before I really kind of put it all out there, but yeah, it was pretty bad, and but it's so much better now, you guys, so much better. Total 180 degree turn for the better. And I'm proud of myself now, and I'm happy and healthy, well, healthier. I'm getting to the healthy part. I need to get to the gym. Yeah, I need to get to the gym. I do belong to a gym. But transportation and childcare, that's the tough ones. Especially with what we go through, safety is a big deal. And like I said, I'll go into that more. Oh, there's my other number on my funky clock, 10:22. I will call out numbers in videos. I know I mentioned this once before, but as I'm kind of getting a little bit more comfortable with things, I'll start doing it more. I see them, I haven't really mentioned them. And because there's a lot, I have someone else that thinks I'm crazy. But he probably thinks I'm batshit crazy, but it's okay. I'm batshit passionate, you guys. I'm not batshit crazy, I'm batshit passionate. I'm sorry for the foul language, but that's me, real raw. So, yeah. I'm gonna go now and go to bed because we're 35 in. See, I told you. But I just wanted to check in and let you guys know, hi, I'm okay. Obviously hitting things, so it's definitely time to go. Hopefully this will post soon. And yeah, subscribe, like, and hit the little bell, and share with your friends if you think they'll be good too. And no, I will say this, no negativity on this page. I don't want to see any of it. Nope. I will delete it. And I highly suggest that anyone that does watch this, if you do catch yourself speaking something in a negative tone, that's not of your highest vibration, to cancel, clear, delete that. Either delete it off of wherever you posted it, or if you actually said it, literally say out loud, oh, sorry, cancel, clear, delete that. Okay? And then restate it the way that it should sound in a positive way. So yeah, that's the thing. I know that I was talking to somebody else on one of the other pages earlier today. Not sure if they actually subscribed or came to watch the videos, but hi if you did. Spirit was just speaking, and that's just, like I said, guys. And my grandma, who I had said I was taking care of, she's here. Her and my grandfather are kind of tag teaming as my guardian angels / spirit guides. So I have a tattoo on my back for them, and it's 2 doves kissing, and they each touch their respective sides. My grandma is my right, and my grandfather is my left. So I know who's touching me too. And they guide me, and it's nice to kind of know that they're here. But basically what happened on my birthday, I think I started this and I didn't finish it, sorry guys. I think so what happened was they actually came down and visited me. God sent them with Archangel Michael. I will talk about that stuff too, but I will talk about that spiritual awakening on another post. So, good night, guys, or whatever you guys are doing. I'm going to bed. All right, see you later, and make sure you just stay positive, okay? Real raw, guys. Bye.